Alright, there we go. We're in it. Totally in it. Amazing. Okay. We're here. We did it. We made it. And we're starting the next portion. The MSQ. Yadana regards you with those eyes you could drown in. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of special ink. We have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it. Spirit weed. Spirit weed. I got a friend that would definitely be all over spirit weed. Calling you out, Masa. He's not here. The herb grows not far from here. I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we, Arkasodara, travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I will compensate you for your troubles, of course. Can do. I am in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajaya's footsteps. Kajaya's? It's situated in the road north which runs east of the Great Work. Go. Let's... maybe not that one. Yeah, here we go. The art dodos. Fantastic. Dun 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 dun. Another Reaper sphincter. Damn. I may be simply imagining it, but it feels like as though we're being followed. Oh, look out! I mean, what's happening behind me? Oh my god. A hostile thing. You can play at this game. Well. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think the moment I ventured outside of the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. Are you alright, I hope? You're alright, I hope. Oh, good, good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. What the hell is that thing? What the hell is that thing? What the hell is that thing? Already dead. And here we are, Kajia's footsteps. Kajia was a great dancer, and those who follow her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this, that spirit wheat grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Identify that lizard. Yep. Identify your smell. guy's name is Kitten Paw. Very good. Cool.
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
Can you tell me of the satrap?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Khan.
Oh, she does have a slight accent.
Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
All right, Fan Daniel. Wow, our first look.
I
Jesus.
come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen?
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail? Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Big think. I've had enough spirit weed to last a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Zoo! Zoo go brr! This fucking mountain. Free! Laura, thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we are a bit closer to completing our talisman. It isn't much, but please accept it as my token of gratitude. Oh, thanks. Little does Nihana know that she's about to send you on another errand. Oh boy. A boy's errand. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Barshan. Ah, you are back. Excellent. Oh, it's this boy with the thick accent. I have a message for you, Mistress Hidana. It would seem the stores of Giant Scale are running low. What? When I last looked, there was still plenty. I suspect before Yangé told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons, your peers have been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. Oh, I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain. But we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to attend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Laura, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the giant skull? In case you're not familiar, giant skull is a type of ore found in the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Oh, thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenua. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It just so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hamsa, Mistress Nihindana? By all means. Do be patient with them. Do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the Hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Oh my god. Moo, 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 moo. Okay. What is it? What, train dodos? What the fuck? Here are your Hamsa, Zalora. These creatures look familiar. Is because they are close kin to your Orasian dodos. Oh. Hamsa have long kept his livestock in Thavnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Sweet. Are you ready? Then let us depart. You need only to ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead for yours to follow. Yeah. Whee! Let's be off. If you haven't ridden dodos before, be warned that they have a wobbling gait. Yeah, a bit wobbling indeed. That spectacular formation stretching over the water is called Karanga? Which means sword. This sword, legend hold, was wielded by the Mancia against the Magra before it was cast down at conflict's end. Well, just take me away. To the left, and requiring no introduction, is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. Crazy. Almost there, though the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. That's ridiculous. Oh, fuck. Do I get a homicide mount now? Here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first in line defense against the tower. Well, well. Who should it be but young Varshan on an errand for the Satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me to come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to brave men and women on the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle. No place for children. Your predecessor often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satraps in foreign land. Wherever who now may be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering. But still, I worry for you. He would be overcome with sadness if something were to follow you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, you hear? I will, Nabdeen. Thank you. Oh my god. Spicy. Ow, spicy! Ah. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Zulor Silver of the Raisin contingent, come to assist with the making of the talisman. Oh, from Eurasia, you say? No. Eurasia, you say? Towers have appeared all over there, too? Tell me, what's the situation like? About the same here. May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. Yeah, you got anybody that can, like, resist being thralled? An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You too. Bring Varshan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. Kissy face. So to behave, or you get no treats. Okay. Do. It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under Sartrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats, such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors into our ranks. Even so, we have struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on 2 occasions, they came in force. We had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eurasia? Do they likewise spawn monsters? Yeah, pretty much. So that's the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. Ah, I've heard of you, the visitor from Eurasia. Is there anything you can tell us about the Talaparoi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it they want? With this, we do not understand. And we're still trying to figure all of that out, too. And they kind of want to die and take us all with them. What? They want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We fight them with everything we have, like an Eurasian and our Far East brothers. Very imposing tower. Ah, you wish to know about the tower. To be honest, we know very little unless about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folk have been taken to call it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Narunair. Narunair? We're safe from its influence at this distance, but too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting aether. You're foreign, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? About the same, trying to stay as far away as possible. Our struggles are not unique, then our hopes lie in with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they are ready. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trade hub both, Razathan ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you to the rest are here. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the Hamsa, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Until we meet again. The Hamsa appears to be wanting to turn her and reluctantly offers you its back. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with the radiant beast tamer that Hamsa after you mentioned again. Yes. Oh, I have to go myself, huh? Yeah, I guess I do. Oh, there it is. I'm under the impression there is not over here. Not a fucking thing, nope. Fucking wobbly gate, indeed. Yo, Aether Current. Hey, yo. Oh, fuck. I can't even grab it while I'm here. Shit. Alright, well. Probably best I don't until I'm ready to go. Not gonna matter until I think maybe this is over. Perfumed Rise. Oh, there it is. Way the fuck over there. There we go. No sooner you arrive at your destination than Hamza dashes off. Right. I mean, I could have walked myself, but that's fine. Ah, it is indeed Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zenuya. Zenoa? Is there something you require? Yeah, I need Giant Skull. For the alchemists. Ah, but of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Sweet. Ah, there you are, a sack of the purest giant skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. Thanks. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. Nice, we can just teleport right over there. Fuck it. Ah, welcome back, Zalora. I dare hope you have the giant skull. Mm-hmm. Sure do. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you for bringing these. Now we have everything we need to make our next prototype. One that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it'll be time for the true test. So please, take your ease while you can. Thanks. Step, 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 step. It so does remind me of
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
of Yulmore.
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
Aww.
The peoples
Poor
of
dragon.
Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat.
Reminds you of a certain place we all were just at.
Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic
You
and
good?
ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Quite literally salting it.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that. What is it? What did you see?
Oh, I definitely saw Fandaniel. Probably mocking us.
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
Oh, he knows.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
At long last! Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments! We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
Wow.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
Oh, you're gonna test this?
Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I quite
Either
like
way,
Nadana.
We are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana,
Yeah, are you sure about that?
certain you wish to do this?
Yeah, we're all like worried for you.
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty smart. Like a good way to
But
give
should
hope.
I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Indeed.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Big think. Oh, I have mail. What the? I have mail. Where's the nearest Moogle when you need it? Where is the nearest Moogle? Hold on, actually. I think the closest Moogle I can think of is gonna be Revenant's Toll, so I'll be back. I didn't even realize I just had mail. I have mail. Look what we have here! A new letter arrived just for you, Kupo. Oh, there's my, earrings and other shit. I was like wondering, where the fuck is that stuff? Oh, it's a meal. Okay. Spriggan card. There we go. Not that, like... Oh, I guess you can see them. Hold on. Yeah, you can see them. Right next to my other earring that I also have on my character. Double earrings, baby, all the way. Oh, it is only one ear. It's one earring? It's only one earring? Alright, fine. Fine. Also, new minion get. A Palam! There we go. Animal Crossing looking different. I am not in Animal Crossing. Still. No, we're not still in Animal Crossing, I promise. I think I did start off my stream with Animal Crossing, but... We got in pretty quick today, so I was like very excited about it. Okay, moving on. Man, what the fuck is this thing? It's so badass. What is it? What are you? This is the coolest shit I've ever seen in this game. What the fuck? Animal Crossing, New Moon. You know. You know what? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Save that. Alright, back to Thavnir for us. It was only 497 gil. That's crazy. Like nothing. Oh man, let me use some of my cooler mounts. Oh man, this guy's got the Mobro. I love this mount because, like, if you guys can see it, turn around, you can see the person that is being held. See it from here. By the Marlboro. Man, someone, like, dedicated to the Blue Mage. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Oh, that's how it jumps? That's great. I didn't even realize. Oh, wow. This is like my newest mount, so I'm just like, Get in, bitches. We're going shopping. Crunch. Ooh. Land shark. Oh, it's a walrus. A walrus. Wow, that's hideous. Oh. This is a rather fine boat I expected, but I won't complain. Rather finer boat than I expected, but I won't complain. It all remains as the board and be on our way. Oh, and if I shall become corrupted, I do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope of toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Dang. I hope nothing bad happens to Nadana. I think everything bad is going to happen to Nadana.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now.
Wow.
It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Wow.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Why am I so nervous then?
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. What?
Holy shit. What the fuck? What the shit? A new dungeon is opened. Well, this is our first dungeon then. Holy shit. There's something straight out of fucking Alien, dude. Aliens! Is that what they've been kidnapping them for? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I sure do hate this.
Let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Ooh, hate this. Weehoo, not a
A
fan.
little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
Jesus.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me,
Sure about
I
that?
find gushing praise exhausting.
Yeah, no, he is a cunt. Patrons of old? Fuck off.
Allow me to tell you a story.
No!
Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking.
What an asshole. Yeah, lore bomb. Let's go. Why is there an... Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. Why there's an ant in here. Thank you for the host, Arkham. What's up?
Practically speaking, that fact
I hear
is of
asshole
no
and I come.
consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
He's a cunt, theoretically speaking. Yeah.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded.
But why do you care?
I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
You should know this.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Wait. Oh, we're gonna echo into this real good.
At your service.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up, really?
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace.
The old boss from Crystal Tower who fucked up everything. Yep.
Fulfilled.
Fucking really?
And
You!
ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter, we struggled to breathe. No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged.
Wow.
I resurrected a legend.
Amazon's asking me for one on Russian
Our
hat.
first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Armon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
Jeez, dude. What's up? Yeah.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation.
Oh, so he was given an opportunity to go on.
Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
Love how you know I've been watching for years. What?
The fall of the Empire of
Typhonals. Hello, thank you.
Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw.
Man, poor Mon.
Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures.
Sister Dog is nothing, doing something rude like
What
he
is
chooses.
life? But a brief jaunt, ending in emptiness.
Damn, dude. Nihilistic a whole lot, aren't you? I mean, you gotta have a little bit of nihilism in this game. Somewhere. Talking about Zelda, right? Yep. No. Yeah, that's what he's here for. He's here for my cat. Everybody loves Zelda. Except she bites everybody. More especially me.
So
Hey, no more biting,
easily
please. Thank you.
distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell.
Damn, dude.
As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primates.
Ah, shit. Ah. Shit, aw fuck. Aw fuck or shit, aw shit. Okay. Bored to not be.
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
It's not a giraffe. Maybe a giraffe.
We shall meet again. Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Oh my god. SpongeBob gag. Oh. It's a giraffe. Oh, goddamn. Oh, and now it's raining. Well, that's nice. Not clicked in. Sorry, not clicked in. We gotta go. Ah, you returned, but where is Mistress Nidana? Bad news. Manusia preserve, just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the right work. Oh, shit. Hi, Zelda. I know, you're so beautiful. What? Don't hit the microphone. Thank you. What do you want, Zelda? Okay. Hey, no biting. And you know better. See, you even know better. Well, time to talk to Thancred. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? Fan Daniel happened. Oh, that cunt! I was Fan Daniel after all. Damn, that cunt! I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right in returning here first. Stop biting me. We must tread warily lest we endanger Nidana and the other captives. Damn. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. To try to use my laptop, to watch JoJo. The cats have an instinct to sit on the keyboard. Yeah, that's a thing. They definitely want to sit on the keyboard. Oh, Nidana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Yeah, that's what I've been told. Then we must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nidana proved at peril to herself. So let's make more scales that she and all those others who are taken by can be saved. Can you not be feisty? Thank you. No. Not for a while. Damn. Sometimes she just gets so feisty. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. Got this. So enthusiastic. My friends, the Sartrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with that which you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link portal, that you might personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. And for our raising visitors, bear an invitation. Oh, shit. In her report, Mistress Nidana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the Sartrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Wow. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Razat Han for an audience with His Excellency? Whoa, shit. We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you to the city. Fuck. Wow, poor Nidana. You know what? We can go here. We can go up there, attune to that Aether. Oh, there's two of these we haven't tethered to. There's several of these we have not attuned yet. To whoa, what? It's yep, Garmal's just right here. Don't worry about it. Oh. Am I not allowed? Wait, how come the map is like that then? Oh. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention to how this was working. Was I? Was not. I was not. Yeah, something tells me I can't do that. Wow, did we not actually attune to this? We didn't. Wow, fuck. Wow, I'm a dumbass. Well. Fuck. Did not actually attune to the Aether Shard that we were jettisoned towards, sadly. Wow. Safia was a tour of South Baja, California to see the whales' migration. I'm talking to assistants to see them so close. Oh, cool! Yeah, dude. That sounds sick. Man, it is rating sideways. Alright, Zelda, are you gonna behave? The only biggest animal I've met is the Great Danes, my brother-in-law, and the tigers at the zoo. Oh yeah, big, aren't they? Zelda, don't hit the microphone with your tail. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place of entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. You hear Zelda's farts? No, she like whacks the microphone with her tail, so it sounds like a fart. Whoa.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Azad Han. Finally here.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megadota. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
Like that everybody in this group has like pale hair. White, gray, or blonde hair. I know my poor character has to slide in order to like make me not just like fall
Your
behind.
Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Yeah, Nadana was taken. Yeah, not happy about that.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nadana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not.
Ooh. You good, Justinian?
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Yeah, I thought so.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
Holy shit!
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
What the fuck? Did not expect those.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Suddenly, oops, all dragons. Yeah, a dragon surprise. Wow.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Holy shit.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgardsormr's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Wow.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Khan had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
Yeah, we didn't expect that literally.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured.
But then the Fire Nation attacked.
Marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility, when it seemed all would be drowned in blood. Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Khan.
Oh.
But if Ritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
a figurehead.
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Oh. Indeed.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh.
Ah.
The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radzat Khan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
Interesting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secrets revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radzat Khan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
Yeah.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Time for a small party.
Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told.
Yeah.
'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable. and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions, and should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
Yeah, sure.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
Yeah. We could really kick some ass.
I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
Wow, the volume mixing on Thancred's voice was a little fucky there. Ruh-roh.
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Like, I'm fucking out of here.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radzat-Han, I see no reason to refuse. Nor will I.
Oh.
I am in thy debt.
Wow. Big first Indian. Ooh boy. Dragon surprise! That we should encounter one of the first brood in such a circumstance. Yeah, no shit. Alright. Let's go, Thancred. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let's rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray to the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to return to the Aetheryte here before departing, unless, of course, you do enjoy violent nausea. Yeah, I did attune to at least one here. Not the correct one, but at least one. So we can go ahead and go home. Back to Charlian, that is. This little cursor is new. Oh, seemed new, I don't know. Aw, oh, fart. Well, I attuned to some of the Aether Shards here, so it's not like that's a big deal. Hmm? Oh, yes, the main hall. Duh. Alright, well... yeah, I guess we can finish with Thancred. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thafnir, we're back in chilly Charlian. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, our investigation here remains, but when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Cool. Then, oh, okay, so we start with Kryl now. I forgot we left all the other kids here. An unsettling change has come over Charlian, but together we will we will divine the underlying cause for the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the counselors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge, which is why I began scouring Charlene's archives for historical records of any hint of connection to the final days. Suffice to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages that one can skim in a day. But now that I have this band of wheeling reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let's reconvene outside the Nomenon, shall we? I go to the annex to the right and the archives of the western edge of the woods. Okay. Can do, Kryl. Well, no new dungeon. That's fine. Yeah, maybe no new dungeon today. Although I'll probably be able to get in, like, instantly. Well, yep, that's probably a next big place we need to be. My directions are easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you can stand now before the doors of the Nomenon, Charlene's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for an archives of Nomenon extend deep beneath the surface, like roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Gubal library, pale in comparison to the Nomenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Charlene is free to enter and pursue its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I dispatched Y'shtola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alice and Alphino will help me continue my search through the stacks open at the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you're only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlean history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find any study of the relevant publications. I promise you a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let's be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there while we found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Do I look like... Does this look like somebody who, like, went to Charlene for fucking education? No. No, I did not. Holy shit. Whoa, this goes down quite a ways. Wow. Jesus. The title on the spine reads An Introduction to the Heavens. Read the book. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dome above us will be a finite spate. Yet amongst the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly sea remains an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few indeed who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was the technologists of Alog who came closest to understanding the laws which govern that starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalmud and sought to expand our earthbound existence. So, yeah. Also check the box that's like right by the tuna in there. Yeah, that too. It's all the same. We buy the same stuff every time. Having read their Having read their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field study waxed or waned? How dare you? How... Moon jokes. Moon jokes. What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in distance past? That their positions continue to shift almost imperceptibly, but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart, and may indeed to do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? This book is of the wrong subject. Search for the works that came into details of the forum, or mention the history of Charlian. Okay. Well. A manual. Forever 20 Summers. This is also incorrect. Don't worry, it was a love letter waxing poetic about being 20 years old. Jesus. Voice of a growing city. This might be profitable. In the years which followed the founding of Charlian, civic policy and other matters of import were decided in the ecclesia, a public forum in which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The large number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but here in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Charlian would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens whom from the amongst of peers would be means of nationwide vote. Thus was the form as we know it today conceived and created. We knew this. Yeah, we knew this? Not new. Not terribly new anyway. Roads of Ol, the colony. Maybe this one? Hey! How you doing, fam? Holy hell, rating with Chris from Diablo 2. Diablo 2. How was Diablo 2? Very good, I hope. We're not doing anything spoiler. There's no spoilers currently. We're looking at books and deciding which book is correct. So there's no spoilers currently. Don't worry. We're reading books. They sent the Warrior of Light to read a book. Kryl is like dunking on us real good. Many years ago on the banks of Thaliak on the Dravinian hinterlands, a Charlian colony once thrived. The settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched to Eurasia found the facilities wanting and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion of the structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eurasian students hoping to share the renowned vision of the Charlians. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had been a flourishing town into an official Charlian colony. Eurasian residents took to calling the colony itself Charlian, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Charlian inhabitants pressed for a name, simply referred to him as the Emporium. Following the next exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Needleshire. This is like new stuff. The title Diablo 2, dude, is where's my corpse? Dude, where's my corpse? My bones, they big hurty. Oh boy. Were you doing necromancer things? Sounds like you're doing necromancer things. There's also a dungeon named after, really? There is a dungeon named after him? For really reals? I love it. The chapters go on and introduce the most prominent figures of Edelshire. This book does not appear to contain additional information of the forum or cover the history of the motherland in great detail. So that was close, but not quite. Story of the story of Charlian. This might prove fruitful. Long, long ago, in an island of the Northern Sea, there lived a Rogadan man by the name of Niamkref. Niamkref was a student of astrology, and he divined that flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eurasia. So he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Niamkref's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Niamkref wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship safely atop Albathia's spine. Refugees from the surrounding region huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Niamkref gathered to him his crew and grateful passengers and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Charlian we live to this day. Oh. Wow. This is fun. It's called the Dungeon of Chris's Corpse. Holy shit. A time-worn tome. This might be the last one. Stewards of Wisdom. Yeah, let's go with it. Let me see. During the chaos of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, Archon Niamkref, founder of Charlian, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought by the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on land in the northern empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Charlians took heart to the words of their savior, and henceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from the strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture became bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth in coin. And the more their wisdom spread through the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. So it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Charlian would live by their founders' teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war with knowledge deliver the world. I'm granted the fundamental understanding of Charlian history and the foundations. Head outside and rendezvous. Whew! I think I did touch all the books. Touch the books. I'm gonna cuck the twins, Dad. God damn it, Tom. Yeah, you should. As you should. I'm waiting for everyone else to show up. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I borrowed at least a few promising tomes. Alphino and Kryl should be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles of the Archon stacks mention the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone from the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. I was quite fond of reading I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. That was a statement, not a question. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak to one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Charlian, we're not to be allowed to cross the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position and that of the Forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend to this swift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlian, yes, but I was born rather further away. In the southern reaches of Ilsabard, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Thafnir. The Alligans founded a city in that further land, and by ship brought the subjugated tribes of the Migote to serve as laborers. Mikote. Why did I say it that way? God damn it. Of course, the massive earthquakes and the fourth umbral calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign. And when the fifth calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eurasia. My ancestors, however, chose to remain that they might prevent the remnants of the Allagan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? Indeed. For the past 50 years, yes, some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces. But Garlemald renamed the region Locus Amenius. Amoenus? When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Allagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allagan eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and discussion was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last child born of the Allagan eye, I was given over to the custody of friends and students of Baldessian, who had me registered as a Charlian citizen. I never even considered. Forgive me. It was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken by Archon Lussois, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans is more common among Charlians than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided an equal opportunity to learn. With such sufficient prosperity, spacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaulted title of Archon. This is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish to remain a nation in which citizens can be proud. Earwiggle. You're here. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the Forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Excuse us while we try to make some headway in these books, Alora. More company should be arriving any moment now. You get to it, you bookworms, you! Oh, goodness. Oh, look at them go. Reading good. We've returned with our selections. Although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mrs. Cryle has already flicked through every history book devoted to the disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention in them. As such, we'll be looking to the research papers of the umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, I might ask you a few questions related to the final days. I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarat firsthand, and I fear I may be overlooking critical details. I got you. That's why I'm here. My thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first. What kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter the final days drew nigh? I mean, there are no wrong answers, but I'm just like, I don't remember this, but also I'm pretty sure this is just a good answer. Well, that certainly is accurate. It's somewhat ambiguous impression. To expound upon explanation, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on a manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Okay, I did forget about that. I forgot about that. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indestructible abominations prowling the streets. Had that more or less aligns with my understanding. If the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Y'shtola surmises that the closest known magic of that summoning ritual, promulgated by... promulgated by the Yassians. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? Albino, you got this. Yeah, it was just kind of engulfed all at once. Like most all umbral calamities. I think you may be misremembering. It was more of a gradual... Was it more of a gradual spread? I don't even fucking remember that. Jesus. Oh, right. The keening sound. What? I don't even remember that. The Amorites spoke of a keening sound that rose from the land itself just before a region was visited by catastrophe. We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course. Thrust as we were in the midst of the madness. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak to one of the Numenon mammoths and ask if any books mentioned such a sound. Yeah, that'll probably help us. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiark. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yes, with Elidibus serving as his heart, so many of themselves did for sacrifice bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiark brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will there were the laws nature had set aright. He split the planet, didn't he? Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients opted up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was with fledgling souls that it indented their rainier into Zodiark. A trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or it might have, had Venat and her fellows had not manifested opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Right. Remember that. That's like, nope. And then Hydaelyn split the planet. There we go. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel so much more confident now in my understanding of events. With that all freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophoroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they've been doing with the towers of theirs. It's forcing people to summon primals as a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor on the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? Probably the latter. But, you know, this is all pointless conjecture at this stage. Let's return our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Y'shtola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. Alright, we'll do one more. Probably getting getting Y'shtola in. Do-do-do. Am I the last, am I? Well, my extended search on the Archon stacks proved one or too many possible useful books. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Ranger learned that the source's reflections from the Gurnham oracles for its potential to cause panic and confusion. That tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. 'Tis even less likely that knowledge of this unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. As it stands to reason that my colleagues, be it Archons or Counselors, should perforce be largely ignorant on the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fortunal with knowledge of the Teleophoroi and their machinations, he scoured at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Form would know the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever prevailed wisdom is guiding the Form's behavior is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Yeah, likely. And you know something we don't. Not to mention, I mean, excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. Oh, we weren't thinking of leaving. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Damn it! I also had that reaction. Shit. How dare you make me read? I will use my I am the warrior of light speech on you for this one time. You labor for what feels like an age as Y'shtola's research assistant. Christ. Alright, we're gonna finish with Cryle here. Oh dear, you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? Yeah, a few. And the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, the mammoth at the reference desk will point you the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take well-deserved rest. We might be occupied for our research for quite some time. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, new gloves. Who dis? Yeah, I'm liking the new look already. Yeah, there we go. A little bit. Anyway. Alright. We will go ahead and take a respite from this until tomorrow. Because I'm not working too late tomorrow, I don't think. But I will see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Gonna do my best to try to get in, as I do. But you guys have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.